right, this is what we think about the movie Candyman, the updated version. I thought it could have been a little bit more scarier. I think it was a little light on the scary.
I agree. It wasn't, like, I don't like scary movies, and this wasn't really even scary at all. It wasn't even gory. Like, some scary movies are gory. This one wasn't gory. Like, none of the murders were, like, very gory or anything. And most of them were done, like, off camera, which, if you're going to see a scary movie, you gotta have either the gore or the fear. And neither one of them happened in this movie to me.
And I wonder why they didn't use a lot of suspense and build-up. It was a guy kind of searching, looking for answers. But then the plot twist of him being the kid in question. That was a good plot twist for me. When his mother told him that. Because we heard about the story and we knew that that was what the story was. And then all of a sudden, he was the person that's like, what the fuck?
And, like, I kind of felt from the beginning that he kept saying he felt connected to the story. I feel connected to that. And I thought maybe it would go somewhere, but it took so long for it to go somewhere that I forgot about that until it started happening.
Man,
until she started revealing it.
Mm-hmm. And I think it took so long before they got to the part where the guy was like a mastermind or something like that. He was, quote unquote, the window character, where he told him what the story was in the beginning. Then later on, we find out that he didn't kidnap the guy and got him as his damn. Did they show him grab the guy or something like that? Did I miss that?
I don't think we missed that at all.
You just pop up like, dude here.
Yeah,
like, man, hold the fuck on.
Oh, maybe we were supposed to wonder because he wasn't at home, and I guess they didn't really know where he was or something.
And then he pop up at dude crib
because
he had been popped.
We saw he was talking to his mother, and then
he went over back.
We didn't see him anymore.
Maybe they was insinuating after he left his mother crib, he went over to dude crib, and Drew kept his ass. Because he was, but I didn't like how he was becoming a monster. But the nigga never felt like, oh my God, look at my motherfucking face. He was just walking through that bitch like, yeah, man. So
and
anyway.
then even once his mama saw it, she didn't like freak out or
the fuck wrong with your face?
Yeah, and it's like, okay, first of all, ain't no mama finna see that kid face like that and not say nothing. And then considering the story and the history of the kid, not be freaked out about it. So that was like very unrealistic. And then, too, another thing that was really unrealistic and that I couldn't really fuck with is that he literally was walking around with a what did you call it? A decaying hand. And, like, he at the dinner table with them. And the only thing they did was they made one person say, oh, like, was grossed out about it. But everybody else at the table just conversating. And this nigga hand is fucking decaying right in front of you. Like, it was, like, kind of, like, dumb.
That was the racial part because that was the Asian bitch who got scared. And that was the Asian bitch who got scared in the bathroom with the 4 white girls.
You took it as being scared. I took it as being, Asians are typically smart. She was smart enough to run and save her life.
Right, but in the restaurant, there was also an Asian girl who said, oh my God, look at your hand. You know, they were using the Asian community to perpetuate the fear.
But it didn't really make you scary.
Yeah, they needed more.
Yeah.
They needed more of a push. I thought that because we had an hour or something, 2 hours, hour and a half, man, that they had enough time to really scare the shit out of me. But,
and then now that I'm thinking about it, not that it was important to the movie or anything like that, but they didn't even they did all the murders off camera. They could at least let the black girl come out the bathroom and we see the damage that was done. But they didn't even do that either. They just fucking
cut away.
Yeah. And that was it. And
yeah, I think they could have done a little bit more as far as scaring me, making me frightened. Looking at it like, oh my God. Want to get away from the screen. There's a moment or two when I was like, oh shit. But the cop killing at the end, I think that was more like a political statement.
That was definitely a political statement, and I'm not really sure how I feel about that.
Because it did have shit to do with.
Yeah.
That's finally they use some white characters, and this is what they do. I mean, yeah, he came out, he killed the cop.
And I think I don't really like the whole cop killing at the end because I think they were placating to black people and like black people as supposed to say, yeah.
Well, it's like
cop.
Right, and this is what happened is it's a Hispanic director, Nia DaCosta. Nia may be a female, so she's not from our community. She's a person who probably hang around black people, see black people, know black people, school black people, whatever, dating a black person, whatever the fuck you want to call it. She's not a black person. So when she get the call from a black person, which is Jordan Peele, you can say he half black, half white, she feeling like, let me go and be heavy-handed on what I think black people are feeling. Because remember, she's a director, so she going to be like, yo, now when the cops come out, you get your revenge. Get it? And it's like, huh? I thought they were going to kill the cop in the car. Mm-hmm. But the camera shot out to the cops.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, though, that's not really how
Candyman
supposedly work. It said that you would die. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was a little perplexed. Like, how is the cop coming out like he dead, dying?
Those cops didn't say no damn Candyman. And then you straight, you safe, because that Candyman don't want to kill you. So it was a little off-putting, but I guess, only so much that they can do trying to bring a movie together like this when they don't know what the fuck they're doing. But the original person who directed it was a female director. So they kept that connection with it being a female director on this one because that lady was a female director.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then where are all the blue lives protesting the end of this movie?
That's probably why they didn't promo it the way they did, because that's what they ended on. And it had nothing. Those cops didn't even say the words. So it was off. It's like, wait a minute. So you could use them to go kill, and then she stayed alive, which, okay. You know what I'm saying? I gave it a Hoodfilms C-. I give it a Hoodfilms C-. It was a remake. They did shoot it in Chicago.
I guess
the
if you
storyline,
the movie, watching it, I guess you would have been entertained, but
you would have had more loudness.
There could have been more done to it.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think that for him to
build
have
up, it was like not only I think one scene was like maybe there was some intensity or whatever, maybe two. Maybe when the white woman went to the bathroom and then
that was the murder off scene.
Yeah, the woman going to the laundromat. Maybe.
Right. And then that was like what happened with the door, and that was too. They used. I want to do a horror film because I learned a lot just watching this movie. They use a lot of door locking, can't get back in another room.
Yeah, but the one door locked her in the laundromat. It was like literally a key on it, and they made her pull it one too many times because it's literally a key there. If the door was locked, instantly you would hit that key. They made her keep pulling on it like
right. And a light was flickering.
My suspension of disbelief was totally not there when she was doing that.
I remember that moment when she should have been a little. But I guess they was feeling like, she was so sporadic, she didn't know to twist it 5 times. Those you got to twist all the way around and all that shit. Yeah. But I remember in the part when he was in the elevator, and this was supposed to be a scary moment, and it's like I'm waiting for it because I saw that on the trailer. I'm like paying attention, and they just flicker the goddamn lights. Throw the other guy in the reverse mirror. Oh, I'm like, God damn it, y'all losing me. But that would need to get fixed better. I guess it was okay because we got a chance to see it. And I wanted to see it, but I don't like how I thought it was. And then most times I watch it again just to see, like, okay, was it really, what I want? Because you kept asking me questions. What time is it you think it is in the movie?
I did not ask
you think they ate? You think they ate while they running around in there? I'm like,
I did not ask.
Why do they ask so many questions when the movie running? Hey, he probably did 2 marathons.
I I ain't say no shit like that. Get out of here. You're a hater.
Well, the one thing is, you got a chance to watch a movie with me, and I hope you're happy.
No, I'm not, because that was a total waste of my life right there. I could have told
Candyman 2, y'all heard that, man. Y'all bullshit ass movie.
I mean,
Fuck
I guess
out of here,
maybe
boy.
if you just into the franchise, maybe you would have liked it. Maybe you would want to watch it. But
I mean, I saw it.
who's not into scary movies, I don't care about them.
They had other versions. They had like a Candyman 2. It was a few other versions came out. They was really all the time using that main black guy.
Well, that was something positive about the movie I liked. That they brought him back at the end. I like that.
Me too, because he deserved it, and he's still acting. And he the one who made it famous, he the one who made it interesting from 92 to now. He's still alive, kicking it like, yo, what's up, nigga?
Yeah, and that was the other thing too. You didn't really connect with Candyman in this movie. Because
by the time the guy put him together, he wasn't actually killing. He was put together. They made the movie, instead of making the movie about Candyman going out being a serial killer, they made the movie about him having to be made to, like that guy was his Frankenstein. That's what it was. That was Candyman Frankenstein. That's how they made it. And then now I made it like he wanted. And then the woman in there stabbed him up and killed him off camera. And then he did. And then Candyman, I didn't like that. That showed pussiness. He walk in there and said, I think he's dead. And she got the knife up. And then he walk over. He push her hand in.
He never killed nobody in the movie. Oh, well, supposedly at the end, I guess
he killed the cops.
He killed the cops. But.
Right, so then when he walk into the movie, right, he walk up her, and then he faint. He faint like a bitch. Oh, my God. She like, get up. Bitch ass nigga, you could have died at the goddamn, you had to walk your stupid ass all the way over there and fall in front of me. But you ain't even going.
Yeah, he had hella strength when he was talking about I think he was dead. Then all of a sudden he just like.
Yeah, he faint as hell. With the fucking thing all stuck in your damn arm. You ain't even get mad at the nigga. Hey nigga, you sticking this shit in my motherfucking arm, nigga, my arm! My arm! You ain't even do that. You just throwing this shit in your damn. Then you get around the girl and be like, hey, hurt. I'm glad you stabbed that evil nigga when he did to my head. Well, right.
Yeah.
It's like,
and then if that had really happened to you, you wouldn't be walking nowhere talking about, I think you dead.
To me, it looked like he was a rape victim. The nigga sticking a goddamn thing in your arm.
And you didn't say nothing. They didn't even make him scream out or nothing. I'm like, so the whole time I'm watching, it's like, well, maybe we're supposed to believe that he drugged him, and this is why it's not painful for him. Like,
I don't get it. I'll stop that old dude creating
like,
shit.
Yeah, when he starts sticking the hook in it, he must have definitely drugged him, and that's why he's not yelling.
It makes no sense. And then she stabbed the nigga up and killed him, and then dude walking in and faint like a bitch. I don't know why. And she can't even wake up. Police come. Soon as they walk their white ass in, which they show off camera. Because they got to keep
it. And then I didn't even like that.
That's
it's like
white folks.
She's standing there with... Oh, my God.
Nia DaCosta is a Hispanic woman. So she said, so she did the Spike Lee thing. The cops come in. They instantly shoot. Right? Because that's America. That's the way things are here. And then...
cops just kill blacks.
They just kill them. I seen it. So he walk in and just kill the nigga. Pow, 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 pow. And then, all right. Now he just walked. He came after us. You gonna say that, right? It's like they made the narrative so basic. It's like, damn. When Spike Lee showed at the end of Jungle Fever about that cop coming in to break up those dudes, we there showed the cops a couple of times through the movie while riding through me mugging them when it's so hot outside on a summer day. But by the time he showed them pull up, it was the same two cops. So they pull back up now from a motif, but it's the end of the movie now. They've been fighting, they've been rioting, they've been throwing shit at each other, yelling. Great, the racists had all went against each other at the end of the movie in Jungle in Do the Right Thing. And then the cops pull up. There's two white cops, and they jump on the big dude, the big gigantic guy, and then he end up hanging, choking him out. All of this is so unique, and it's not happened before in films. So it's like, dang, that's what made him unique. That's where he stood out, because he didn't have to stab nobody. It was like seeing, he showed one other scene after they grabbed him, and people kept saying, let him go, let him go. They showed a scene of his feet being off the ground. Mm-hmm. and you knew now that he was being, even though they didn't show him, and then it cut back to the guy holding him, and then the end was he's lifeless, and they just threw him in the car, and the people slammed the door, and then it's like, hurry up and get up out of here, and everybody, man, what the fuck are y'all? And what I'm saying about it is that here's a chance at the end of the movie for them to do a really big thing, and then they cut away and just make it about cops killing, Candyman killing some police. So it's like I thought they would have did something. I thought they would have made him a horror film character and killed the people in the movie.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're supposed to feel good that Candyman did not want dirty cops walking the street.
And he didn't kill no niggas. But the cops did hurt him and hurt the original Candyman. Remember when in the 80s, remember those cops came in there and shot him and beat him up? So maybe that's what he was trying to say. He got beat up earlier when he was, not this Candyman, the boy, but the Candyman before him, the one who killed everybody in this movie. Because the one, not this boy didn't kill everybody in this movie. The actual old Candyman who they were talking about came back and killed everybody in this movie.
If you say so.
Yeah, remember they were showing a picture and they kept showing his face?
If that was the interpretation.
Oh, you think he was the one? No, he wasn't, because he didn't have a hook to the end of the movie. He didn't get the hook to the end of the movie.
They didn't even really show Candyman. They did not show Candy. They had 3 scenes of Candy, quote unquote, man. Once in the gallery, but it was a far off shot, so you didn't see it.
Right.
Then they had
when he came back to black himself in the mirror, when he came to kill the girl inside the kids.
It was never really.
It's not a whole long scene.
Oh, that scene where you did see him.
He killed the little girls.
Yeah.
Then we had the scene of him kind of disappearing for a while after he killed the girls. And then we kind of studied the girlfriend. Maybe we should look at the director's explanation of it, because maybe we're missing something. I know what I'm missing. I'm missing a check for me not directing that movie my damn self. Now that be all. I see y'all there. Like and subscribe. Y'all just heard me and D talk about this here movie called Handyman. See ya. Hey.